Hello, I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me level my character to 70 so I can pug my way to plus 20 on every key. I want to time every key so I get every portal, and that's the goal of this character. I might extend it to go to 2800 rating, which means timing every key on 20 on both Tyrannical and Fortified, but we'll see how we feel after I get through some pugs and see how bad it is. But I'll be doing this with a Guardian Druid, the one that you're looking at right now, although it is only level 23 and we have a lot of dungeon grinding to do to get to 70. I'm doing this right after the EXP buff ended. For some reason now I felt inspired to start a brand new account with nothing on it except for the money I spent to make it an account. And then Blizzard has the gall, the cojones to tell me that I am a trial account, that I can't buy myself Wildercloth bags. How rude. But we dealt with it. We had to log out of BattleNet and log back in, and then it worked just fine. Gonna queue us up and see if I can't get a quick group, but I think I have enough gold to buy a reagent bag. There it is, 120 gold for that. That's brutal. They're like 16 gold on Argent Dawn. They're dirt cheap. I don't know why they're so expensive here. Can make a killing here. Alright, there we go. Now we have Simply Stitched Reagent Bag. Very good. We're decked out on the reagents now, or on the bag space now. We've got 4 Wildercloth bags. We've got a Simply Stitched Reagent bag. We're doing quite well. I guess I should vendor some stuff. I keep pressing Alt-C. You can see it light up down here. I keep pressing that because that's my vendor mount, or the transmog mount on my main account. Here, I do not have such a thing, so it's just lighting up for nothing. Let me get rid of this stuff. Oh, this gives me agility. And stamina. Nah, just vendor that. I'll figure it out some other time. Oh, this is a nice ring. I didn't even realize I had that. Almost vendored some good loot. Alright, let's see. What is this? Ah, oh, perfect. We haven't done the quests here. The WeakAuras for giving Mark of the Wild to everyone is doing work. There we go. 5 out of 5. Everybody is marked up. And I again forgot to move my my frames here. So that's something to think about. Just gonna pop some bark skin while we try to group everything up. And we have Dream of Cenarius for when we get low. It's another one. I'm gonna drop one of these. By these I mean a Frenzied Regeneration. And by the end of that, all of these should be dead and I should be safe. And we have another Dream of Cenarius that we can pop. The global cooldown is doing work for me right here. I keep messing up and thinking that I've popped the regrowth from Dream of Cenarius, but yeah, I haven't done it. Alright, I think this is not a big enough pull to pop any sort of meaningful cooldowns. I was gonna say I might have to do, what's it called? Derpy derp. Survival instincts here, but there's not enough enemies to warrant me using any of my cooldowns here. We're gonna dash because the next pile of mobs is quite a bit away. I feel comfortable enough to take on groups without my group being there, or take on enemies without my group being there. I'm just gonna drag this over here, make that caster run over to me, now make this caster run over to me. There we go. Now they're all nicely grouped up with some line of sight magic. Here I really wish I had, what's it called? The one that makes everyone go past. Stampeding Roar, but we get that way later, don't we? Hey, Nepshot, that's the marksman hunter from a little bit ago. I even took a break and he's still going strong. Or she, I don't know, my bad. They're still going strong. They whoop an ass too. They do a lot of damage. It's that marksmanship burst. You get that aim shot, things fall over dead. Okay, I can get rid of that. Move it off the bars. Bear. Not going to use any of my cooldowns here or anything like that. Just going to drag all of this up into the boss. I'm going to wait a bit for the Warlock to catch up. Actually, the Warlock's not doing any damage at all. He did 117 damage overall so far. So we cast like one spell. Okay, we really want this boss to die fast because what this boss does is it puts a stacking dot, I believe. No, it's a stacking debuff that increases cast time, which is brutal. There we go. It died quickly, all is well. Because the longer you fight that, the worse it gets. It's not a very fun boss. I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to deal with that mechanic, other than just have a bunch of instant casting classes. I'm going to dash here just to get a bit ahead of everyone and start getting aggro because I don't trust these guys to wait to let me get aggro. See, like that. I'm going to pop survival instincts here because I'm gathering them for such a long time. We're going to overlap it with bark skin. I'm going to self heal. And we should be good now. A few of them walking away to hit someone is fine. I don't really mind. These people can survive a hit or two. They can't survive the whole group being on them, so I have to make sure I hold aggro on the majority, but one or two enemies hitting one of my friends is not a problem. I just realized what's bothering me about my party frames. It's the fact that they were like right above me instead of being to the left. That's what's bothering me. Bother with that. This and this. Oh, I didn't spend all of my talent points, I think, from last episode, from the last 2 dungeons I did, or from the last time I leveled up. This guy just leveled up. Oh, he is teleport lagging. Oh, I see. It's a priest. Maybe he watched Harldunn's video. He's like, go spam Holy Nova, and top damage, healing, and tankiness. Maybe he's the one ripping aggro off of me. It wouldn't surprise me considering the fact that it just does so much damage when you're a low B. He's level 20 and he's still doing like obnoxious amounts of damage. Alright, let's finish the avatar. It is still faster to teleport out of the dungeon and back into it than it is to run back through it, even though you have to go to the center of the dungeon to turn in a quest. When you think about it, it makes perfect sense because you get to turn in these right away without running, and then you have to just run half the dungeon instead of running the whole dungeon. So it makes sense. The game's still telling me to ask questions in newcomers chat. It's good though, I guess, for actually new people. Oh, wow, nice. This has actual tank stats. Dodge. Welcome back to TBC. It's probably defense on when this was current content, because back then there was a stat called defense, and you used to have to stack that until you hit the defense cap, which was basically where you were guaranteed to not get crit by enemies. Now it's just built in by default as a tank spec. You will usually have a reduced chance of being crit. Okay, we're going down this tree to try and get to the Typhoon and the Ursox Vortex. And here we're going to go ahead and grab probably improved survival instincts rather than the mangle, because I don't really care much about the mangle doing extra damage against bleeding targets, because I don't use mangle as much as I use my AoE abilities, because most of the damage I need to do is on multiple targets. Right, so now the choice is between Berserk and Gory Fur. And since I don't use mangle as much, maybe I would want to take Gory Fur. Or maybe I would want to take Berserk, but yeah, I think I'll go Berserk and then I'll go into Layered Mane. And then I'll go into Thorns of Iron and we'll spam a whole bunch of thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. A whole bunch of Thorns of Iron. And we're going to leave instance group and set up my unit frames. I need to move my party over to the side. /SUF. We're going to go to player frame. What's the width? 190, so I have to move them over by 190 or 200. So let's go to party, frame, and the X offset is minus 575. Okay. So now if I go back into SUF, if I go into global and if I say, or general, and if I say unlock frames, now I can see that the frames are a bit to the left, and also the spacing between them. I would like to reduce that by another like 5 or so. So we go to party, we go to frame, and we say party, we go to party tab, not the frame tab, and we say 20 between them. Yeah, that's more condensed. I like that more. And the Y offset should be minus 60. Maybe minus 55. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Okay, lock frames. Nice. I already feel better. Let's queue for another dungeon. Then when we finish that one, that'll be the end of this episode. Let's see which dungeon we get. Hopefully we start getting, or not start getting, but we get more quests. Quests are really what make the dungeons that much more worth it. Let's see if we get Escape from Durnhold. That'd be interesting. I really don't want to do Escape from Durnhold. Let me just put these over here, and what's this? This is Rebirth. We're gonna put that on Alt R, I think, is where I put those. It's either Alt G or Alt R. I think I'll put it on Alt G. Yeah, put that on Alt G, and what's Shift F? I forget what Shift F is supposed to be. Shift F. I'll figure it out. But anyway, when I get the ability that goes on Shift F, I'll immediately realize that that's what I need to be putting on Shift F. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't need Sunfire, I don't need Starfire. Survival instincts are fine over there. Okay, do I have anything in cat form that I don't need there? No. I don't have a mountain bear form though. So let's put the favorite over there. Let's unfavorite this. Let's unwrap this. I bought that previous episode, or the one before even. I just didn't open it. Tyrell's Charger. Oh, I'm 5 levels away from being able to fly. That's a nice looking mount. That's really nice. It's weird to me that they made the whole event about getting it, and then they put it on the trading post. I guess you can save tenders if you do it on the trading post, but still. Yeah, let's hide that helmet. I don't like that helmet. What's this? Savage Mask of the Lynx Lord. Dang. I'll put the freaking football helmet on. Is that like a football helmet? I don't know. I'm not gonna spend any gold on transmog. I'm gonna be desperate for gold later on. Plus I'm gonna replace all this gear super soon. What are we waiting on? We're waiting on a healer. That makes sense. Mostly DPS play. I think I'll also be checking how many times I have to kill. What's his face for Ashes of Alar? What is he called? Kalthas Sunstrider, yes. In Tempest Keep, where they keep the Tempest. I'm sure that's what they meant by it. Oh, that's a cool transfer. That's a cool sword. What is that? That's a really cool looking sword. Or maybe it's just the enchant that makes it look super cool. What's that? Sinister Combatants Cutlass. And the illusion is Sin Wrath. Oh yeah, for sure it's the illusion. It's pretty cool looking. Shoulders clipping through the shield though. It's a cool looking character. I like that. Let's give them a Mark of the Wild. There you go, bud. Enjoy. Oh, this is taking a hot minute, isn't it? Those dang healers. I really don't want to heal though. I don't want to queue as a healer. I would feel bad. I don't like healing. I'm not good at it, that's the thing. Maybe if I got really good at it, I'd probably enjoy it a bit more. Not that I'm amazing at either of the other things in the game, but I just know that I can perform as a tank and a DPS, but I have no clue what to do as a healer. I mean, obviously I do make sure everyone survives, manage your healing cooldowns for when damage is actually coming in big time, so on and so forth, but I don't know, maybe if, in leveling it's fine, because all you have to do is heal, and the damage doesn't really matter, because everything dies so quick, it really doesn't matter if you're dealing damage or not. Oh, there we go. Now I can actually go. Time to zug zug again. Let me sit up. Actually, do I need to sit up? I'm gonna kick back. Maybe you hear my chair making weird noises. I'm gonna kick back and relax, enjoy this leveling journey. Take it easy while I can before I have to go into pugging shit keys. I feel like pugging the low B keys, like the super low keys, doesn't it's like it's fine because you can for the most part just do whatever, ignore tactics. But then you get, I think around the like 11 key mark, it gets a little annoying. I'm not gonna search for a different expansion. Screw that. But it gets a little annoying around the 11 key mark because people can actually die to mechanics. You can't just out heal every boss mechanic. But you can still do it. You can still kind of carry them as long as like a couple of people know what's going on. That is obnoxiously loud. I need to figure out what makes that so loud. But as long as a couple of people know what's going on, you can usually time an 11 and get all your crest fragments and everything. That's so loud. But in like 16s and 17s, everyone and their mom wants to do those, right? Because that's where you get the good crests, right? The ones you can actually craft stuff with. Like at max item level and all that. Person's not in the dungeon. I don't care. We're going. Wait, where is everyone? Where are all the enemies? The heck? Did I join like a half-cleared dungeon? Yeah, it looks like I did. What happened here? At a friendly lull at the end. That way people know you're friendly. It also it feels like it's a bit condescending, doesn't it? The first boss is dead, so probably right after first boss there was a little bit of a wipey wipe. But he's dead. How did they like? They didn't wipe on this trash, did they? Did they wipe on that trash? What happened? What the heck happened? What the heck? Wadu heck? People still remember Wadu heck. That's still a thing that people meme about. I don't know. I am uncertain. It is unknown, Khaleesi. Just heal myself a bazillion. What is up with Frost Mage name? Oh, that's an Arcane Mage. Never mind. What is up with Arcane Mage name? I'm kidding. But yeah, the mages have been doing crazy damage. It's like, let's remove Rune of Power, and now suddenly everyone does too much damage. Obviously, that's not the only thing they've changed about mages in 10.1.5, which is just recently. I think this is the drop week, like it dropped a few days ago, 3 days ago on Wednesday, and now it's Saturday that I'm recording this. But it feels like mages have just like skyrocketed up. And I think they're gonna nerf them by like 5%. What? How are these dead? But those weren't. How did they get over here to kill these? Me no understand. Oh well. How weird is that? It's really weird. Is the boss here? Is the boss dead? The boss isn't dead. Where's the boss? Hello, yes? Something weird happened in here. Oh, I am confused. What the hell? What the hell happened in this dungeon? How how did they get here to clear these mobs without having cleared the ones that we just killed? Was like a I don't know, man. This weirding me out actually. No, Gazan is dead. Yeah, yeah. It says Gazan defeated. It's just not showing me on this. Okay. So they did kill the boss. I didn't check the side thing. I always forget that that's a thing that exists. Okay, we're gonna pop some cooldowns here. I can tell you that much because there's nobody here. I'm gonna actually pop this. Why am I not using swipe more? I need to use swipe more. Okay, self heal. Big self heal. Still don't have a kick, unfortunately, so sorry, you guys are gonna keep getting feared. There's also more of the fun rays that I can stop. Just me and these guys. It's a 3-man with 2 people trying to catch up desperately. This is an arcane mage not casting arcane explosion constantly. What is going on? Or is he now? I can't tell. Maybe he was just feared the whole time. It's also possible. Oh yeah, there it goes. Oh, he gets feared again. At least he's going in the right direction from the fear. Okay, now an actual boss. He's gonna drop the trap, then he's gonna run away. I'm gonna try and keep them stacked. I'm gonna hold my berserking. Where's this other guy? Some warrior just joined. But there's another person in the group that is just not. Oh well. Douchebag. I thought it said douchebag. I'm gonna be honest. I thought his name was douchebag with like a weird letter in it. With an umlaut or something. Umlaut. What a weird word. Umlaut doesn't sound like something you'd call an accent on a word, on a letter. Umlaut sounds more like some kind of weird food. Oh man, I can't wait. We're having umlaut tonight. Come into a restaurant, it's like, hey, yeah, I'll have the umlaut now. Yeah, that guy just died. Straight up just died. I'm not gonna bother figuring out where they are. I'm just gonna pull boss, smash buttons. But yeah, would you guys order umlaut if you saw it on a menu? I don't even like trying new things when I'm in restaurants and stuff. It's not that I try to avoid it. I'll try things that seem to make sense. Like if I see the ingredients and they look good, I'll order that. But for the most part, I'll avoid trying new things, especially if I'm not feeling the ingredients all that much. Anything with green peas especially can fuck right off, in my opinion. I actually physically gag when there's green peas in my food. Oh wait, I already did the quest here. I don't have to go there again. Alrighty, that was a good run. Just a nice quick run. Half of it was already done. There were some weird mobs that were there. I guess the ones that we killed after first boss, if they patrol around a specific way, you don't have to pull them. So that's, I guess, how they got around those mobs, because it didn't really kill much. Oh yeah, I got another stamina. Reduces damage taken from each attack by 304 up to a total of 2.3k. That's pretty nice, actually. Basically, I got a extra 2.3k health. That's really nice. Holy crap. Yeah, we're gonna put that over there. Hopefully I remember to use it. Because that's not a bad trinket actually. Okay. Let's Let's use one of these transmog feathers. Get rid of that cloak. If you didn't know, you can remove, like if you're just removing, or if you're using the hidden appearance option for a piece of armor. Oh, excuse me. It doesn't cost anything to do that. So you can hide your helmet and you can hide your cloak for free in the game. That's kind of nice. One of the rare free things that don't cost gold left in the game. I think one of the first things I'm going to do is buy myself a repair mount. I'm going to buy the one from Dalaran that costs like 10k gold rather than doing the 150k one or whatever it is for the yak. I would love to have the transmog mount, but it's just not my cards currently. I have so much more to spend the 100 some k on. Probably going to spend a lot of it on crafting myself gear, which I don't know if I'll have the gold for. Just buying the Dracthus things seem to be pretty expensive on this realm. Oh, my rune cloth sold. Easy money. Not all of it though, it seems like. Oh well. At any rate, still easy money. 146 gold, level 25. Easy, dude. That's probably not even a lot. I have no idea what a lot of gold is at these levels. Anyway, those are a nice couple of dungeons. First one, we had to wait in queue for a long while. Or was it the second one? There was a point in time where we waited a long time in the queue. But it's pretty fun. The second one... Excuse me, what is wrong with the yawns right now? Holy crap. I think it's because I didn't get enough sleep. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. There's a nice couple of dungeons. Hopefully you join me in the next episode for another couple of dungeons. Catch you there.